in today's video, I'm going to be talking about nose piercings. I got a request when I started my ear piercing videos and cartilage videos and all that for me to do like a nose piercing video. I'm going to be talking about nose piercing jewelry though, like the different types that you can get done. I actually work at Piercing Pagoda. Piercing Pagoda is in like every single mall. There's usually more than one, but it's a kiosk that does piercings, like ear piercings. Some actually do nose piercings, and there are a few that even do belly button piercings. There's not too many, but in some states they do it. But nose piercings, we do sell body jewelry as well. We sell earrings, chains, all of that. But body piercings, especially nose piercings, like I feel is definitely a trial and error thing. So usually when it comes to nose piercings, people originally get pierced with what's called a corkscrew. So it has like a little swirl at the end. I got my nose pierced at a tattoo shop because in New Jersey at Piercing Pagoda we cannot pierce noses. So I had got mine done at a tattoo shop and they pierced me with a stainless steel corkscrew. Now after about 2 weeks, mine actually fell out while I was sleeping. I had really long nails and I ended up dropping mine down the drain. Just to let you know, if you are changing your nose ring, if you're gonna do it over the sink, make sure you put the thing up so that way it won't go down the drain. So yeah, I ended up changing mine. I tried to change it back to a stainless steel one, but then my nose started to get a bubble, so eventually I switched it to a gold one. And when I switched it, I switched mine to what is called a bone. A bone is a straight one and it has a little ball at the end. That ball, you do have to push through your nose and you'll feel it like pop a little bit. That's the ball going through. When I first got mine done, it was very painful to push that ball through. My eye was like tearing up, especially I think it was this one, because that little ball, like it could be intense, but I like the ball because anytime it does get caught, I can feel it like come out a little bit because that ball, like you just feel it about to come out. Like I've had a bone for 7 years now and I've never ever lost mine. So I personally prefer the bone. I don't like the corkscrew, the one that they originally pierced me with. Personally because it always looks like it's hanging out your nose. It kind of looks like a booger. That's like the #1 thing that I hear about the corkscrew, why people don't like it, because they say it looks like it's hanging out their nose and they're a pain in the butt to get in. Usually I have my nails done, and if you have nails, corkscrews are definitely tricky to get in. They're tricky to get in, period. So there's also what's called an L shape. An L-shaped nose ring is good if you have to constantly take out your nose ring. So suppose you have a job and every time you go to work you have to take it out. I would recommend an L shape because it's just easy to pop in and out. Those probably are most commonly lost ones because I think they just easily come out. If you have a job, I do recommend getting a retainer. Some of our packs at Piercing Pagoda actually have retainers in them, especially the gold packs, but they're perfect if you need an MRI or if you have sports or you have work. Definitely get a retainer. Piercing Pagoda does sell them. So benefit nose rings are really good for people with thicker nostrils, and also suppose maybe the person that pierced your nose kind of messed it up. For whatever reason, you just need a different one or a longer one. Definitely try the benefit ones because then you can bend it into an L shape depending on the thickness of your nose. If you have any of those problems, then definitely try the bend to fit. So then there's also the hoops. Hoops are super popular right now. Anytime I'm showing someone a stud, I always show them hoops as well because hoops are super in right now. Now just keep in mind with a hoop is obviously curved. When you are pierced straight, so the curve is going to be kind of tricky to get in at first. You do have to play with it a little bit. You can bend them a little bit. I don't recommend bending them that much. But yeah, you just hoop them right through. But hoops are super cute. I have one. I don't really wear it like that. I feel like it looks weird on me, but that's because I'm not used to it. Like I said, I personally prefer the bones because I've never lost mine. Like anytime that it's almost came out, I've caught it, and that's because I can feel when it's about to come out. I hope this video was helpful if you have recently got your nose pierced, or if you're thinking about getting your nose pierced, like what type of jewelry to go with. Like I said, I personally got mine pierced with a needle, originally with a corkscrew. Eventually mine did bubble up. Eventually mine did get infected, even though I got pierced with a needle. Just gonna put that out there. It's all about how you take care of it. Eventually the bubble did go away. I use what's called H2Ocean, and I just kept spraying that on my nose about 3 to 6 times a day, and eventually it went away. Like I said, I hope this video was helpful to anyone that's recently got their nose pierced or thinking about getting their nose pierced. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy.